This is Close Combat Panthers in the Fog. You're watching episode 12 of the Allied campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. We held out fairly well at St. Barthelemy in the last fight, so I am optimistic we can try and do it again. I have 117th Infantry, 30th Division. They are packing air support. They're going to be taking on Panzer Grenadier Regiment 304, 2nd Panzer Division. Movie Company is back. In 1st Platoon, we have Starship Troopers. It is a rifle platoon, missing one section. In 2nd Platoon, also rifle. This is Alien 2, and we're also missing one section. Down in support, I have opted to bring 4 tanks and 3 AT guns. So this is commando crew, and I have a feeling that this might lend itself a little bit better to me since I've found my Shermans to be a little bit underwhelming. John Matrix is an M4A1, but it was the only M4A1 that I spotted. So I'm okay with that, but we do still have 3 generic Shermans that we have to deal with. On the enemy side, we got Panzer Grenadier in 1st Platoon, 2 sections of Panzer Grenadier in 2nd Platoon, and then Panthers and a half track in support. So we still outnumber them. Their 2 Panthers are probably more potent than my 4 Shermans. So this is where we're going to rely on those AT guns to lock these guys down. But I do think this is winnable as long as I'm far more cautious than I was in Sword of All. I am trying something a little different here. I've gone heavy on the west side. I've got tons of infantry, 2 tanks, and 2 AT guns. So I'm not sure if this is going to pay off. I'm not sure if I'm going to pay the price, but I did want to try something different, and trying to come in from the east is just full of open terrain. So you can't really tell, but I do have an AT gun. Jenny is tucked up in the north, mixed in the trees with all the infantry. Jenny can kind of see the field in front of them, and I'm hoping that they're not instantly spotted. But that is the risk I run. It's just, without giving up a ton of terrain, I can't keep any of the AT guns really back. Arias and General Kirby are supporting the buildings from the west side on the road, and we know we lost them in the field to the southeast in the last fight. So I want to play a little bit more passively with the armor, assuming that I'm able to, but if they're obviously picking off every single person, I do have to try and fight them. Below General Kirby, we have Cindy. Cindy can see diagonally up through the buildings. I used this position last time, and I did like it. Something I've changed, I've moved Breckenridge out. There is a dead tank where Breckenridge is, and so they're going to hide behind that. And I'm hoping that they can see in this field. I'm hoping that they get some early warning on any tanks that come through there. And then I've done the same with Dr. Jenkins to the east as well. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll see if these just get spotted and wrecked. I don't know. But it seemed like a reasonable idea to try and just hide them early so they don't have to move. And then see if we can get eyes on any targets. I could see enemy forces spawning to the east of Breckenridge, and that being an issue. But it is just the risk we're going to take and hope for the best. In the town, they never get even close to the town. So I've pulled defenses out of there, which is why I've gone with a new plan. Because my other thought is sure, I just really fortify the town and wait for them to come down, but I do have to give up half the map before they get here. So I do still have Private Hudson and Corporal Hicks holding the town, and they can see a decent amount with elevated positions, but I don't expect to use them a lot unless we do actually just kill their 2 tanks. Biggs has one of our AT guns to the east, and they're tucked all the way up against the hedges. And so because of that, they can see across the hedges, and they can see a decent amount to the north, but only a very narrow field of fire. I'm hoping that if there is a tank in their line of sight, they start shooting immediately, and that tank dies. If the enemy has opportunity to target Biggs and then a tank moves in from a weird position, Biggs might be way too out in the open to be defended. I've got Lieutenant Gorman and Ace holding down the flag to the northeast of Biggs. The enemy does like this position. They push for it, and I want to hold it. They don't have as much terrain to start in, so they'll have to come from further off. And because of that, I feel like it might be more defensible than it normally is when it's like really iffy. Of course, these guys are still always at risk of taking tank fire. Lastly, I'm only holding the east edge with John Matrix and Bennett. We really struggled on the hill. We have the hill, but what I want is not to stand there and try and figure out how to target them across it. I want to see if infantry comes across or around it, or if a vehicle comes across or around it, and then try and pick them off from the relative safety behind it. And if that's the case, we can lock down the east side pretty well. I expect both tanks to be more west. I could be way wrong, but I do expect them to be more west. I feel like when I saw them in the east in the last fight, it was only after they played around and maneuvered. So obviously they can do something different, but I just want to be prepared, and I feel like there's a little bit more ability to maneuver on the west side, and I feel like my plan reflects that. We'll see how this goes, but I don't want to go storming in, so I'm kind of geared up for defense. Oh, they're right in front of me. Breckenridge having a bad day, 100% right now. Half track right in front. More infantry. We do have a tank. I think it knows Jenny is there. It kind of looks... Yep, it did. It knew Jenny was there. That's unfortunate. And Breckenridge took a lot of casualties. I don't know if they can get out of there. If they can, we'll try. Maybe try and hit the machine gun half track. I'm not convinced Breckenridge is going to survive. We're down to one man. I don't know. Bayer may not make it. So we'll just assume they're a loss. And our tanks have no effectiveness on the front of that. Over here, we do have a second tank rolling in. Our gun crew is evading. We don't have any line of sight there, but they do see something. Are they going after Breckenridge? Try and get out of there. Nope, they're not going after Breckenridge. Are they shooting at these guys? Rebecca? Is that who's being shot at? Yeah, I guess so. It might be worth trying this now that it's completely facing away. Let's see. Breckenridge is still crawling. Rebecca might need to pull out of there. Rebecca's about halfway gone. Oh, never mind. That tank shell, it changed that a lot. They went from totally survivable to having a very bad day. Okay, John Matrix is coming. Uh-oh, we got infantry right there. Bennett can't take that position. Team redeployed. That ruins my plan there. Biggs. Yeah, it's just they got to come on this side of the hedges for Biggs to help. I hear grenades. In position. Oh, it was the smoke. All right, Rebecca basically got wiped out. We'll just pull them out to the rear. Got to get John Matrix queued up for the fight. Bennett, not quite there. Ooh, we got anti-tank attack going on right there. They are throwing grenades or Panzerfausts or something. They're right on us. This is how we're going to lose John Matrix. I don't know if these are from these guys or if there's another team. There is another team right in front of us. Bennett hit him. John Matrix, get out of there. Panther is turning. Dude, I really just want you to back up. And they won't do it. Biggs might get line of sight here. Dude, that. Alright, we are engaging. We shouldn't be, but we are. No line of sight there. I gotta get out of there because the tank's now facing us. Oh, is it really driving away? Okay. We'll worry about that for a minute. Right here, we got tanks rolling up. Breckenridge is trying to get out of there. Panthers coming. We got to get prepared with Cindy. We are being shot at by infantry. Ripley might have to go take that position. And we'll try and get Bishop over here a little bit more to, like, see those guys. Uh-oh, we lost a tank. We lost a tank. Bennett, what are you doing, dude? Get out of there. I don't know what happened with John Matrix, but they did something weird. One tank down. Go ahead and get General Kirby turned. We'll get Arias up in there. Might be able to get Arias to come around. We just need to get this infantry team dealt with. Major concern right now with Cindy is line of sight, and they're currently distracted by dealing with the infantry. So they have HE loaded, and it's not ideal because they do have the tank right there on their doorstep. Okay, so John Matrix, that's the second time in a row, and that's very unfortunate. That was our 76. That was our best chance at killing the enemy Panthers. Somehow we got this guy. Honestly, don't know who it was. Genuinely don't know who got that shot. I don't think so. No. Sincerely, not even the foggiest idea what got this Panther. So if you have an idea, please drop it down in the comments down below. I would love to know how you think that shaped up, because we needed that shot. Surely it wasn't Arias, right? Like, not through the building. But I don't know. Let's drop this half track. That will definitely mess up their morale. Ripley needs to keep them pinned. Arias can't see. Infantry on defend. Now that the tank isn't just going to target them. Second tank is lost. Nope, it's not. It's on its way over. We do have to worry about that. Airstrike online. We got a Typhoon. If we get good line of sight on that tank, I will spend the airstrike trying to get the tank. I don't know where Bishop's going, but that's not what I asked them to do. Come on, get through there. Still no line of sight on the second Panther. Bennett is seriously on the struggle bus, just trying to get to the road. So beyond frustrating. Seriously beyond frustrating with that. Like, they're going exactly where I told them not to go. I'm like, hey, stay in the field and just go south. And they're like, no. We're going to take the road. We are concealed there. I don't know if we can get General Kirby down here to come deal with this half-track. Arias does seem to have some impacted, but some line of sight. One more guy here, guys. One more guy. Half-track on the move. Send it. We are now counting on General Kirby to arrive. Preferably before the Panther does. I don't think Biggs will be able to help. They'd have to come way further south. And same with Cindy. They'd have to come down below the hedges. One guy. We just can't kill one guy. Get back in the building, guys. I'm really over it. Come on. I could probably get them to take a ceasefire, but I don't want them to take any more of this corner. I think we can kill this guy. I think we can drop this half track, and I don't think that's an unreasonable attempt. Panther has arrived. Bishop, get to the rear. Get to the rear. That guy surrendered. Hide there. Low key, I think the Panther just like hit its own half track. I don't know. Possibly Bennett? Yeah, I guess it is Bennett. Okay. Try and get over here before the Panther. Let's see. He's not currently moving. Send it. He might drive away right now, but there we go. That was it. That's what we needed. We did get the half-track kill right then. Airstrike came in, totally wrecked him. We got 73% morale to their 29. I feel like it was bloodier than it had to be. I lost John Matrix. I do recall leaving him there to attack the infantry when their tank was driving away. He couldn't see across the second row of hedges to their tank. So in my defense, the tank couldn't see across the second row of hedges to him. It happened. We lost one tank. We killed two of theirs. I'm not going to nitpick at that. But it was a total win. And that's what we need. It does look like they were unable to retreat and they disbanded. They killed 7 of ours, wounded 8, took 5 prisoners, destroyed 1 tank, destroyed 1 gun. We killed 5 of theirs, wounded 14, took 1 prisoner, destroyed a tank, destroyed a vehicle, and it didn't give me credit for the second tank. They broke their morale without being destroyed. It may or may not have ever been damaged. It was not going to survive. We were going after that thing. Either way, they surrendered. That's what we need. Up first, we got Johnny Rico with no kills. Sergeant Zim, no kills. Carmen, no kills. Dr. Jenkins, 1 kill. Ace, no kills. Breckenridge. Now, this was unfortunate. I knew that this was a risk when I put Breckenridge out there, and I accept that. They took almost complete casualties, but they did also hold that position and spot for us, so it was a give and take. It was kind of worth it. We're going to lose these guys. They'll disband. We'll get 1 guy back in recovery, but all in all, for 7 kills, like, that's not too bad. They did well. Then we got Ripley, no kills. Bishop, 1 kill. Rebecca, no kills. Corporal Hicks, no kills. Private Hudson, no kills. Lieutenant Gorman, no kills. John Matrix, 2 infantry kills. Tank was destroyed. Crew surrendered. Bennett, 2 infantry kills, 1 half-track kill. Arias, 1 tank kill, 2 infantry kills. So it was Arias that got the tank kill. And I am still 100% baffled how that could be a thing. But it happened. Then we got General Kirby, no kills. Biggs, no kills. Cindy, 1 infantry kill. Jenny, 2 infantry kills, took 2 casualties. Enemy, 1st platoon leader. They have no kills and are unharmed. Panzer Grenadier, no kills. 5 kills. No kills. No kills. 3 kills. No kills. 1 kill. No kills. Half-track did come away with 1 kill. Panther had a tank kill and 4 infantry kills. And other Panther had 1 infantry kill, 1 gun kill. Not flawless. Smoother. Cleaner. Not wonderful, but cleaner than sort of all. So, a step forward. Battle is behind us, and I'm looking forward to seeing these guys continue to develop. I did lose that M4A1, and like I said, I don't think I got another one, but we'll see how that shapes up with replenishments going forward. Beyond that, I'm actually fairly happy with the way this went. I did not want to continue to stay on this map, and that makes me feel like if we have to come back, it's not the end of the world. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Give me your analysis. Don't forget to click the subscribe button to help support the channel. Like the video if you enjoyed the fight. And you can support me as a content creator if you become a channel member. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.